What's happening? What's happening? Hey, look here. Will Colorado have a run game this year? That's all they have been missing for from 23 and 24 is a run game. Will they have a running game? Now, I know they will, but we're going to get into one of the ways I know they will. But the main way, will they have a running game the main way you want them to have a running game? All right, so we talking about that. Then we talking about University of South Carolina. Listen, South Carolina in the SEC, but they rolled off 6 straight wins last year. Now, they lost in the bowl game, but for the regular season, they rolled off 6 straight wins. They got a big boy quarterback in LaNorris Sellers. Can they do what they supposed to do in the SEC? I think they can, but we going to talk about it. Then Notre Dame. Oh, yeah, listen, Notre Dame, y'all, just get ready. Notre Dame making a comeback. I mean, they running it back. Not even a comeback. Notre Dame is running it back. They are running it back. Point blank, period. Notre Dame is running that thing back, and you ain't going to be able to stop them. So I'm like, ooh, do your thing, Notre Dame, do your thing. So we're going to talk about all that. If you haven't subscribed to Life in Football, please do so. Rock out with your boy Monday through Friday, 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We got a 4:45 show, and then we got a 7:30 show. So, but them last 2 shows, 30 minutes each. But sometime I have to adjust the time and come a little bit earlier. Like today, I'm coming on at basically around 3:30. Had to adjust the time. So, but listen, can Colorado have a run game this year? You know they got one. You know Coach Prime and them been talking about it. But can they really pull it off? Say it hit. Can they really? Say it hit. Can they really pull that thing off this year? Me, I feel like they can. Because, listen, we went and created an O-line. We created an O-line. So the O-line that we will have this year, how I feel like. Training camp, we'll find out in the fall. We're returning 1 star from last year. And that 1 player will eventually go first round. So he on that line. This is going to be his 2nd year, so he should be even better than he was last year. All right, the other O-lineman that we got one that's transferring in. That was a first team and a second team all conference at Memphis. Then we got other guys transferring in. So we got guys that done transferred in that are playmakers where they was at. So now you have it where, boom, you see what you got. You see exactly what you got, and we're going to find out training camp. Plus, you have Marshall Faulk there. He want to run the ball. Marshall Faulk want that ball to be ran through your throat. Now, who else do we got on the squad? Do we got running backs that can get the job done? Yes. We got all kind of backs. We got small scat back that'll get it. We got a smaller back that'll just pound it through your mouth. We got another back that's like a utility back. We got another back we just got. So we have running backs that can get the job done. Like we have running backs that are capable of doing what they need to do during this season. Now, to add to that, you got K-Salt. K-Salt can get up out of there. K-Salt can run that ball down your throat and throw it on you. Now, I know this about the run game, but that's what I was saying. K-Salt is the person that I know can run it at quarterback. Hit, take off, hat, gone. He's going to make the defense slow down on how they approach us. See, last year with Shador, you knew we was trying to pass the ball, and we kind of almost let go of the run. But you ain't got to worry about that now. You know right now that we have a passing game, and now we got a running game. K-Salt basically make us have a running game. Now, honestly, I don't know how the running game gonna truly work, but with K-Salt, he opens up the running game. Like, he's basically, he gonna give us 500 to 1,000 this year off him. He gone. He out of there. So we ain't worrying about that. he's going to give us a quarterback that could run and throw. So the run game is definitely going to be there because of him alone. Now, if our blocking is up to par and we got these boys blocking and everybody holding their blocks and they run blocking good and they pass blocking good, Colorado finna go to a whole nother level, because now you have it where you got somebody who can turn around and get in position where he gonna throw it. So the defense gotta be at bay, because they don't know if he gonna throw it and they don't know if he gonna run it. And you don't want to turn your back like you on defense and you gonna run it this way and then you turn your back and he scored. So you don't want that. You want to be in position to see. You want to come off that edge and be looking like, well, hey, what he gonna do? That's how they're going to be playing him. So he's going to open up more run opportunities for us. Yes, I believe we're going to have a running game based off of him, but can it really go through the running backs? Hit! Now, if we can run it through them, it's a wrap. If we could run it through them, it is a wrap. You can wrap that up. If we have a running game, I know K-Salt could throw. So I know he can throw and I know he can run. But if we have a running game through the running backs, through the scat back, through the power back, through the back we just got, or Charlie O, Mike and all of them, if we could get them to really, all the true freshmen, we could really get us to tote that thing, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, like if we really have a run game. Georgia Tech gonna be the first game they tested out. Do we have a run game? Georgia Tech defense gonna be ready, sitting in the paint. What's up? Hey, what's up? Let's see what you got. So Georgia Tech, we testing that first. That's the game. We get to find out if we got a run game. Again, I know K-Salt gonna run it. They ain't stopping K-Salt. He gonna shake and bait. Shake and bait. He gonna shake and bait. I know K-Salt gonna do what he do. So I ain't sweating none of that. K-Salt is gonna ball. He gonna do what he do. So we just gotta see how it play out. JP, what's good? Yeah, if that run game is what we need it to be, he gonna be solid. If the run game could be like that, we're hoping it be like that. We want it to be like that. Now, Coach Prime has Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk is all about running. You got Johnny Mack right here from Lakeland teaching the running backs, as well as Marshall Faulk teaching them. So they getting a lot of running back talk. They getting a lot of running back help. So they getting running backs who've been there, done that. Johnny Mack was a baller in Little League, was a baller in high school, was a baller in college. He know how to run and catch. Marshall Faulk, you know he been a baller since the day the ball been in his hand, and he went to the NFL and was a Hall of Fame. So you know he like that. You know he like that. PC, what's happening? So you know Marshall Faulk, and Marshall Faulk came in with the mindset, and you know Prime probably told him, bruh, we need you to get this run game right. We need you to get this run game right. So they have, this year they have 3 O-lineman coaches. Coach AG came from the NFL. I probably been with Prime. Big George was already there last year. Came from IMG, but he played in the league with Prime. And then G White, Prime hired him, had him around since Jackson State. So these old linemen gonna be ready to coach these boys. Then on top of you having them going against Warren Sapp and Pico in practice with the D linemen, we should be ready to run this ball. Again, Marshall Faulk came in telling everybody, look, this is how we want to go about running. This we all need to be in the same room on the same page so we could tote that thing. Then you got another secret star to the process is you have Coach Swayze. He got the So you got all that. You got him out there working out with him. So if he out there working with him, it ain't no way you can stop him. Ain't no way you can stop these boys. No way. So you got the strength and conditioning coach say he want to run it. And he already know the run game got to work. So he got these boys working. Marshall Faulk, want to run it, got to work. Coach Prime want to run it, got to work. It's a whole different ball game when the dynamics of the team have changed. So we sitting in a real good situation. So Georgia Tech on, we'll see. We want to see a running game through the running backs. I know we gonna see a running game through the quarterback. I know that. I know he giving me that, so I ain't worrying about that. Miss Harris, what's good? JP, you say Hayden going to have a big year this year for us. I want him to. Listen, I need everybody to ball on that offense, but I surely need that run game. Because if you running it, you taking the pressure off of everybody, and it take away time. Hit. Got the running back coming through. Bro, let me get that ball and work. Let me get that ball and work. Marshall Faulk ready. All right, good play, boy. Got 5 yards. Yeah. All right, good block. All right, good hit, good chip, and then catch that thing. Yeah, so we're going to be catching and running this year. We are going to be catching and running this year in Boulder. And what I mean by catching and running, your running backs running it and they catching it. But hey, let's jump into that next subject, y'all. South Carolina University got a big boy quarterback. He is already done played 1 year. Threw the ball, had like 18 TDs passing. I want to say passing. And then he had maybe 6 or 7 interceptions. But I take that. He was learning. Now, my dog locked in. You done got you a year up under your belt. Won 6 straight games at the end of the year. Well, they didn't win the ball game, but they won 6 straight games. Then you have it where they won 9 games. They could have possibly made it to the playoffs. So this year, you know they looking for the playoffs. Now, they got the QB coming back. They got 2 old linemen coming back. They got, now you know some other guys might have rotated in. So y'all don't know how the rain gonna do me with the rain. The rain might be loud, might not, but we're gonna ride out. So we know that 2 old linemen come back. Some other guys might have rotated in. So you got a QB that been there, done that. You got a wide receiver that's like that. You got running backs that transferred in, plus one you already got. The quarterback can run it too. So anytime you got a quarterback that can throw it, or take off running, and get up out of there, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. So now you have a quarterback that can throw and run. You got a running back that's transferring in, but you got a running back that been there. You got the old lineman already know we gonna run that thing. We coming to run that ball in the SEC. And your quarterback gonna get you at least, what he got, like 600 yards last year? Now, you know they probably minus some yards off his sacks or whatever, but let's just say he gonna get him at least 600 yards or more this season. Plus, he threw for 2,500, but let's say all that has improved. Let's say everything has improved, so he's smarter with everything else he see on the field. Everything done slowed down to him. South Carolina gonna be something. Now, South Carolina got a defense too. They got Dylan Stewart. True freshman, that boy was balling. Coming off that edge. That D is a first rounder. Matter of fact, the quarterback, honestly, could be one of the top. Matter of fact, it ain't no could be. The quarterback right now is one of the top quarterbacks in the conference. I'm going to go ahead and say it. He is one of the top quarterbacks in the conference. Now, I don't know how they going to play him, because he big, too. You know, you can try to tackle him in. He could throw you off. And you'll slip by him and still throw it. So, he good. Then the defense, they solid at every area. So, offense is their strong point, but the defense solid, too. Now, this who they got to play. They got LSU at LSU. They got Bama home. They got Clemson home. I think they got Ole Miss, Texas A&M. Y'all, that's 5 squads right there. That's like that. And I think they got Oklahoma. Yeah. If I ain't say them. Y'all, their schedule is hard, but that is the SEC. Is it hard because it's the SEC, or it's hard because these teams solid? Well, Oklahoma, I check, they're going to be on point. Well, at least should be. Alabama, if they quarterback on point, everything else rolling. Ole Miss, I haven't checked them out yet, but LSU, they should be solid. Clemson, to me, they number one in the nation right now. And I forgot the other teams I said for them. Texas A&M, I ain't checked them out yet. But yeah, they got a schedule. So if they can maneuver through this schedule, and listen, y'all, if they can maneuver through this schedule, it's going to be game time. If they can maneuver through it. Because they have, oh, God, dog. Oh, my goodness. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I forgot. My bad. I didn't look. Hold on. Let me get them boys right. So they got Vanderbilt at home. That ain't gonna be no cakewalk. They got Virginia Tech. That still ain't no cakewalk. Missouri at Missouri. That ain't no cakewalk. Kentucky gonna fight hard. I told you LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Clemson. Woo! But their quarterback is on point, y'all. The quarterback and the linemen know that he gonna be like that. Everybody expecting him to do what he do. If the run game could give us, like last year they had a running back, gave us about 800, almost 900 yards. If the running back could give that many yards, now hit. Well, they got two. So if both of them can give 400 or better, 500 or better each, 600 or better each, like 800, 400, yeah, you dealing with some ballers. But South Carolina has a squad, y'all. They just they run up on some other real squads. That's, whoo. Well, the SEC need all the money they could get because sometimes your programs carry that name and can South Carolina transition to be one of the elites. They got some elite players. Dylan Stewart is elite. The quarterback is elite. Like, can you make it work? Bo, what's happening? Coach K, you say you just read Sanders is the 5th quarterback. I think he's going to be good. Renee, what's happening? Yeah, y'all. South Carolina got a squad, but they play some real big boy teams. I guess that's why the SEC get all that money. That's why they get all that TV time, because other people in the conference are stacking their teams. And I'm in the South, so I see what South Carolina doing. I seen that quarterback this year. I seen it. I seen him doing what he do. Can they turn that into 10 wins? Can they turn that into 11 wins? Can they do it? Schedule for real now. The schedule is for real. But having one of the best quarterbacks in the conference, he's mobile, so your offensive line don't have to be extremely good, but they got to be good enough to keep some of the pressure off of him. He's going to help you where you don't get that many sacks because he can run around and move. You're going to have a run game because, when your quarterback can run, everybody else got to stay at bay. Like, the D ain't coming up, but he got to wait. Like, I see him, but if I run over there, he might run back this way. And he gone. Then the D tackle the same way. I just swim through. But if I go too far up, he might dump the ball off behind me. So it's like, how do you win? So defensive coordinators, when they play South Carolina, they're like, okay, do you send the whole blitz? If you do, he might take off and run. You don't want to do that. All right. Well, do you go ahead and if you don't send the blitz, do you put people in zone? Can he pick apart the zone? Can he pick apart the zone? Like, will he pick it apart? So maybe they're going to test him to see if he could throw, because they don't want him to run. But you don't want that run game to get started either. So South Carolina kind of sitting in a good situation. I think their defense is going to be solid. Their offense should lead the way. But you got a superstar on both sides of the ball. You got a quarterback that can possibly, because you never know how the draft gonna go. He has to improve his throwing. But he was at 66%. He was at 66%. So let's say he upped that to 69% or 70%. Ooh, that boy gonna be for real. So if he upped that to 69 to 70%, he gonna be on point. That boy gonna be on point. And then if you up that to that, and then let's say the run game open up because he running, yeah. South Carolina got some, y'all. It just all come down to how can Coach Beamer make this thing work. I know they good. They know they good. But that schedule, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up. Like, that schedule, you got to come with it. Because Joker throwing pop, 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 pop. Like, they throwing blows out there in this conference. So, you just got to see how that thing go. Hey, South Carolina got a first-round quarterback or second-round right now, y'all. But let's jump into that last subject, y'all. Last subject of this college football talk. Notre Dame. Let me read out to y'all Notre Dame schedule, man. Let me just read this schedule out to y'all, because Notre Dame got a cupcake schedule, y'all. I thought Oregon had an easy schedule, but to me, Notre Dame might have the easiest schedule in the country. Notre Dame, let's read out their schedule. Plus the team that they got. All right, they got Miami at Miami. I haven't looked at Miami yet. Maybe I'll look at them this weekend or start next week. But I just feel they're going to get Miami, okay? Now, I know last year they lost to Northern Illinois. I know that. I know they got Texas A&M, and they beat Texas A&M in Texas A&M. So Texas A&M got to come to them this year. But, again, I just feel I feel like this is a different Notre Dame team. Like, they done been there, done that. They know what time it is. So I think them first two games they going to win, right? Then they got Purdue. That's going to be a cupcake game. They got Arkansas at Arkansas. I don't think Arkansas like that. So that's a win. Boise State. Yeah, I know Boise State. They say they still ain't fell off. I still think they're going to beat Boise State. NC State. North Carolina State. I think that's a win too. Like, I feel like they're going to beat them. USC. USC got to come to them in October. Now, USC might get used to playing in these cold games, but maybe they played in cold games versus Oregon State and Oregon and Washington that they used to it already, but Oregon got to come to Indiana for that game. Not Oregon. USC got to come to Indianapolis. Indiana to play Notre Dame. Still feel like that could be their win. They beat them last year 49-35. Then you got Boston College. I feel they're going to beat them. You got Notre Dame. I still feel they're going to beat them. You got Pitt at Pitt. Still feel they're going to beat them. Syracuse. Now, Syracuse going to fight, but Syracuse got to come to them. I just think Marcus Freeman got some. Then they got Stanford. So, really, y'all, if you want to count the big games, they got Miami, Texas A&M. You can say Boise State, USC, Syracuse. Then you can say Pitt, Notre Dame after that, NC State, Arkansas. But now let's talk about their squad. Now, they handing the keys to a quarterback named C.J. Carr. They believe in. They say he had a strong spring. You know, he probably having a strong summer. Then he got to follow that up with a strong camp. But reason they ain't going to be worried about that quarterback as much. Y'all, the whole O-line look like it come back. Let me see how many O-linemen they got coming back. 4 O-linemen. So the other one, basically, they just keep him on the par. He good. 4 O-linemen coming back. NFL first-round running back with basically probably another NFL first-round or second-round running back. They got 2 running backs coming back that's dogs. Together, they combined for almost 2,000 yards rushing with 24 touchdowns on the ground last year. Come on, man. They got a big boy wide receiver that went off in the playoffs. In the playoffs, that man had like 13 catches, 230-some yards, 3 TDs. That's a baller. Then you got other wide receivers that's going to step up. Got a tight end that's gonna step up. Your defense on point. Man, y'all, excuse me for thinking this way, but I think Notre Dame got a real chance of going undefeated. Miami, I have to look at Miami to see what they buy. I got to look at Texas A&M to see what they buy. I seen Arkansas play last year. They started off solid, then they got crazy. USC, I just don't see them like that. Only Syracuse, we'll see. I got to look at what everybody got this year, but out of them teams on that schedule. But it looked like pretty much Notre Dame is heading to the playoffs. All aboard, Playoff Express. All aboard, Playoff Express. They got it. If C.J. Carr can hold it together at quarterback, can run and throw, or at least can throw, because you got 2 running backs that'll run. So if he could just throw, ooh, and I know he's going to hit that quarterback. Listen, if you make it to the college level as a quarterback and somebody like Notre Dame going to put you at quarterback to start, you're throwing pretty good. So he going to get that ball to the main wide receiver, the tight end, and whoever else the other wide receiver. So let's say the main wide receiver can catch 60 to 100 passes. Next wide receiver might catch 30 to 50 passes. The tight end might have 20 to 40 catches. All right, cool. The wide receiver, the quarterback may run himself if he's a quarterback that can run, may get you 300 to 600 yards rushing. You ain't gonna be able to stop that, and your running back's finna. O-line ready. That O-line ready, y'all. So again, it comes down to, do you got a run game? They got one. Do you got a defense? They got one. So at the end of the day, them boys finna tote that thing. Tote that at the ball. So, y'all, I just think Notre Dame is pretty much playoff bound. I think they playoff bound, y'all. KJ, what's good? 1922, what's happening? Yeah, I did a show on that. Yeah, I did a show on that probably earlier this week or last week. By Coach Mo at FAMU. It's Pleasantly Plump. Yeah, y'all. We got some good teams out there. We definitely have some good teams in college football. I want to say so far, of all the teams I have checked out this summer so far, Notre Dame got the easiest schedule. I thought Oregon had it, but when I looked at Oregon team, Oregon could turn in to be something fine, because I talked about them yesterday, but Notre Dame schedule with their team look way better. So Notre Dame, to me, has the easiest schedule. I think, like everybody Notre Dame play, they are the team to beat. Oregon got Penn State on there. Penn State, to me, is a way more loaded team than Oregon. But yeah. Any questions y'all got for me before I ride out? Ride out, party. Any questions you got? Any question you got? Now, I know Coach K asked a question today. You said you asked the NFL question, but we'll ride out. You said Flacco, Pickett, Gabriel, and then Shador toss of trading him to Miami. Trading who to Miami? They won't trade Shador Sanders. He money. Not just making money for himself, he money for Cleveland. They ain't getting rid of him. He is money for Cleveland. The city of Cleveland love him. Everybody rocking with him. Yeah, he money. They ain't getting rid of him. Now, will they trade Kenny Pickett? Yes. Would they trade DG? That I don't know. But Kenny Pickett, yes. KJ, you say, how's Shiloh doing? I missed any updates on him. Shiloh been balling. The head coach loves Shiloh. The head coach, anytime Shiloh name get brought up, he's saying he's smart. He say he's getting comfortable. He say he learning the playbook. He say he locked in. He say he putting in extra work. He talk highly of Shiloh. So Shiloh is guaranteed to ball in the NFL. Like, I know he should ball special teams. I believe he could get into the rotation and even possibly start. That's how good Shiloh is at the Bucs. Like, he pretty much, he locked in there. The boy's locked in. He good. But y'all, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm coming back on at 5. I'm coming back on 5 for my NFL talk. Because today, you know, my normal college talk at 4:45, and then my normal NFL talk at 7:30. But I got a lot going on today, so we're going to speed. I'm going to speed up time. So 5, I'll come back on. Miss Claire, what's happening? Hey, you done caught us on the back end. Hey, blessings to y'all. May God bless your health, your wealth, your mindset, straighten out your path, bless you in every area of your life. KJ, you say, I think this will be the time the boys show the Sanders. Yeah, they can hold their own, so they good. But blessings to y'all. I'll be back at 5 for my last show of the day, NFL talk. Holla at y'all. Holla, holla.